Rule has to say.
Yeah.
But what record label heard him, like, his early demo and went...
That wasn't Interscope, was it? No,
It might
he'd
be
be
someone like
Eminem,
that.
no?
Yeah, Benzino.
Benzino, yeah, it was.
But he heard him and he went, it's DMX, but we can sell it to girls.
DMX, but it's Tupac.
But
it's also
we can sell it to girls. That's what it was, like sticking with a shanty and fucking girls love.
And then after him,
I've never met a man who knew a Ja Rule song.
That's all I can think of. I just think about a stupid voice.
And you just made it nice.
Yeah, that's it. But no one else was playing at that party, and I haven't heard it in ages. Busta Rhymes and Mariah Carey.
What's the song? What's the hook?
Baby, if you give it to me,
I give it to you.
Yeah. You know what I want. You know
that was huge when we were
huge, man.
That's like embedded from my brain from like 97. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not a bad song.
No. It reminds me of the one with Method Man and Mary J.
What one's that one?
You're all I need.
Yeah. Still think Busta Rhymes is a bit better.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
But just that kind of R&B,
that's it, yeah.
rough hip hop mix, like.
I do like that. Like, it's one of them songs that I hear every so often. And I'm like, that's a good tune. But then you're like, Busta Rhymes is a fucking mad cunt. Like,
one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. Why did that fucking come to your mind? Where he's dressed like a leather daddy? What's the
hag of it? Everything.
Twerk, hashtag twerk.
Yeah, it's hashtag twerk. It's Busta Rhymes and Nicki Minaj. He's dressed like a leather daddy with a fucking spiky fucking leather hat, like a
jacket. He looks like fucking. What was that metal band? Death Stars.
Yeah, like. But even worse.
It was like Nazi stuff. Like.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, the imagery of it was weird. And
he done it like, hey, boy!
Yeah, he's like, hey, rude boy, you don't know about this. And then Nicki Minaj came on it with her fucking vile, disgusting, horrible cunt of a voice. I fucking hate her, man. And this isn't a thing I have against female rappers. Like,
she should love Meek Mill.
Which is hard for Meek Mill. I know one Meek Mill song. But, like, I don't mind Cardi B. That whole rap genre is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, Megan Thee Stallion. But, like, Nicki Minaj is bad at rapping and puts on a fake English accent and it's unbearable. I don't care if you fall back, oh, but I like Slick Rick. No, you don't, you stupid cunt.
That's it, yeah. You don't like Slick Rick.
You
like Laddie Daddy and Children's Story.
Back to what you said, who's the package rapper I can think of, that's my answer.
Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, pretty bad.
Awful.
Right. Yeah.
Because the thing about it as well, have you ever heard the song Monster by Kanye?
Probably.
It's like Kanye, Jay-Z, Nicki and Rick Ross.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh, it's such a good song. Oh my god, man.
All of that sounds bad.
I'm fucking getting lyrics up for this. But everyone was always like, Nicki Minaj has the best verse on this. Like, it's fucking unreal. So I listened to it. It's unbearable. It's just as bad as all the other fucking shit. So I'm just like, you're hyping up absolute bollocks. But the reason I'm loading the lyrics up to this right now, and apologies if there's interference on the recorder, is because fucking the Jay-Z verse, man. You need to hear it. Just the start of it.
Alright.
Here we are. Like, I'm not playing the song, I'm just...
Read me the lyrics.
Yeah, he says, Sasquatch, Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience. Question, what do all these things have in common? Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster. This is like the GOAT people call him. Like, when he comes on, he goes, Sasquatch, Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Ghoul, Goblin, a zombie with no conscience.
Woody Allen.
He is the Woody Allen of rap.
Adam Sandler / Woody Allen of rap.
He's the Jew of rap.
He is the Jew of rap, yeah. But then he has that line where in that Story of OJ song where he kind of oops the Jews.
Yeah. He's not a fan.
No. He's basically...
Oh, he bakes them. Yeah, he's like, how do you think all the Jews got all that property?
In America, he's like, you know what's more important than trying to win money in a strip club? Credit. You think you want to know how the Jewish people own all the property in America? That's how they did it.
I will say, like,
that line, that whole song is good. That one with fucking No Idea producing the 444, what it's called, very, very good, yeah.
Unreal, and like the only good Jay-Z album in my opinion, but also the producer of the line, I saw the Eiffel.
Yeah.
That's on that album.
It is on that album, yeah, right, yeah.
It's awful. And Jay-Z also did that album at Linkin Park, which put a sour taste in my mouth for maybe...
I didn't even know Jay-Z was properly before that.
No, like I knew 99
radar, but definitely knew, I knew 99 Problems, and I would have known Big Pimpin' if that was out.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't know the beat.
Beats,
the beat in the beat, like, doo, doo,
you'd remember it. Like, that was on the radio the other day, actually.
Yeah, and then it's like, I love when you hear it on the radio because it cuts to Pimp C's bit and he's like talking about drinking the lane.
Yeah. A lot of it's censored, man.
Yeah. He's like, what was it?
A lot of it's censored when I was listening to it the other day. Like,
Drink it, I need my cup.
it's all the fucking big words that they censor.
Yeah, it's a lot of big words. Yeah.
Which is fair.
Got weed, roll it up. Got some lean up in my cup. I believe that's the line.
Yeah. Oh, my car got lit wood. In my hood, they call it book.
In my hood, they call it book. Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because Kendrick just lifted it.
Yeah.
On Section A.
All right,
for a hook.
But
every time I listen to him, like, that's mad, you know?
Is it got some weed roll up? Got my weed roll up. Got some lean up in my cup. Yeah.
Oh, my car's got leather and wood. In my hood, they call it book. Yeah. But
that's the fucking... I used to rap Pocket Full of Stones by UGK to me son before he went to bed. The second verse is just the best thing ever, you know what I mean? Because he's like talking about how he's got a how for every letter in the alphabet.
Yeah, and a pocket full of stones refers to a pocket full of crack rocks. Like, that's what I was on about earlier when I was like, I like the shit when I believe it. And sometimes I don't need to see the interviews to believe it. You just know by what they're saying.
How they're saying it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like shit that you don't know about. And it's like, oh, fair enough, they might not have done it, but they're very close to someone who is.
Like, even the line in it, where he's like, I bought my first key from my baby mama brother.
What's a key?
Got my first key.
Got my
first key from my baby mama brother. Cooked the shit myself and started passing out them hubbers. Everybody in my family was clocking loot. Sold my Cadillac, I got a brand new Lexus Sports Coupe.
It's just some of the shit is so basic that it's believable. Like, even there's newer like auto-tuney lads I listen to that are English, but they have lines that was like, I got my gun at my. Keep my guns at my mother's, I keep my coke at my sister's crib. You're just like, what are you doing? What are you
telling everybody everything? But even like the first line of that fucking Pocket Full of Stones, like, I bought a Cadillac, dropped it to the street top, got me a family, started pushing crack rock. And there's another fucking great line in another old song that I fucking always used to rap. It's 6 a.m. by Ice-T. And he's like, batting rams rolling, rocks are the thing, life has no meaning, and money is king.
And now he's fucking Law and Order.
Yeah. Now he's like, who raped this 13-year-old girl?
It's always a paedophile. I suppose it is a special victims.
Special victims.
Yeah.
Special victims. I know what he's doing that.
He used to have a podcast, remember?
Yeah, it used to be deadly.
Yeah, it actually was good. It was kind of... I can't even remember who
was
was
on. It's just like an outfit that's like... He knows everybody, man.
He's mad for gaming.
Yeah, mad for gaming.
He's just a weird one because he's like the oldest rapper. Remember we figured that out?
He's the oldest rapper, I think he's 60 or something, is he? Yeah.
And if you come to me, you're like, but Grandmaster Caz is 67. I don't care.
Ice-T is still relevant.
Yeah, Ice-T is a rapper. Yeah. Anyone with Grandmaster in front of their name is nothing now, okay?
No, they were at EMCEE.
Yeah, like... Yeah, they were an EMCE.
Yeah.
Or MC.
Like Casanova Fly. Like all that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it is what it is. We probably wouldn't have had hip hop if it wasn't for Grandmaster Caz and fucking Cow Crush and all them lads.
I think the reason I had this bitter taste for all that is because every hip hop documentary you have to watch 45 minutes of that, and it's like so
welcome to 1528 Cedric Avenue.
Cedric Avenue with Cool Herc, and the windows were open and he had the DJ. We know.
It's like, he didn't play the records everyone was playing. He played the bit of drums that was on the record. It's like, I know, man, and thank God I love drum breaks. Do you know what I mean?
Like, imagine there was a documentary about football, like 6-part documentary, and there was loads of them, and at the start of every one they were like, the game football began in 1791. You're like, we don't give a fuck.
That's it. Yeah. No, me and you don't give a fuck. Man, that's the problem. It's the problem that me and you are. You get so sick of stuff so quickly that people be like, did you hear about the story of hip hop? I was like, yeah! What, did you only hear on the fucking Netflix documentary? You fucking posers!
And it's not even that, the Netflix documentary. Did you only hear this on the 7th Netflix documentary?
Yeah, did you actually hear this?
They keep making them.
It's like, some fella, I think it was Grandmaster Fashion. It was cool hair! It was cool hair! Do you know what you're talking to?
No, it's just all so irrelevant.
It's so, and even like the absolute nonsense that I know about hip hop is completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, what would you say you know the most about? And I was like, probably hip hop. Yeah. They were like, I wouldn't know anything about hip hop, and I was like, don't get into it.
There's always something for everyone. Though.
No, but but then again, like, I couldn't give a fuck about, like, this person I was talking to, she was talking about the stories in rock. rock
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
like Led
Sure.
Zeppelin, the tour stories, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care about the stories of hip-hop. It's like, I'd rather listen to, like, how fucking madly I put that beat together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd
But-
rather the mechanical, constructive side of it, like.
But the beef
Well,
side and all has an appeal.
That definitely has an appeal.
and
I
that's
like,
a story.
I like listening to, like, beef records. Like, one of
Yeah,
my favourite rap songs of all time is No Vaseline.
Same,
It's
yeah.
fucking brilliant. And even the beat on it is fucking dead.
No one has ever on record like eviscerated someone like that, except for
I don't think
There
Hit
was-
'Em Up is that a good
no,
one.
there's a new one, and this is gonna
It's just
sound weird.
fucking Pusha T, Dr.
Yeah,
Drake. Yeah.
Pusha T about Drake was just
But like Drake coming at Pusha T is an idiot.
Yeah, but Pusha T threw shots first.
Well, damn, but like Pusha T is like the type of lad that just throw shots and just
Yeah,
wait for someone to
just
pull
leave
it back.
it.
Like,
You
yeah,
should
yeah.
have just left it. But
Yeah.
he came from, put it this way, the artwork for the song, which was called The Story of Adidon. Adidon was Drake's son's name that he had not released to the public yet. That in itself is crazy. The cover art was Drake in blackface in a photo no one had ever seen
Drake's
before.
black.
But I mean
Yeah,
blackface.
he's bluish though, isn't he?
He's like fucking
Bluish.
minstrel.
Oh, yeah, he's a
minstrel.
He's a Al Jolton.
Yeah. And like
The
everyone's
greatest entertainer in the world at one
Yeah.
stage. Don't forget that, people.
and now Drake's the greatest entertainer in the world.
Hope that was in inverted commas there, Brucey boy.
It is, but it's true.
I know,
Whether
yeah.
you
I
like it or
can't
not.
stand them. Young
Yeah,
ones love
I
them.
fucking hate them. But
Can't
whether you like
stand
it or
them.
not, like the chap's
Hotline Bling's alright.
but,
Not a
no,
bad
it's
show.
But when, no, it's not. When the chap flies.
First of all, it's your podcast, then it's my podcast. Now you don't even like Hotline Bling.
This is going nowhere.
It's going nowhere. This is the last episode.
It's the hip hop are done.
Yeah.
But he flies like Bugattis to the stage. He's the biggest performer.
He's a waddy.
But what I'm saying is like that's as
I know,
big as
yeah,
it gets.
yeah,
like,
yeah. You don't
he-
get much more than that.
Yeah, like at the moment it's him. Like
Like he basically made the whole Ghost Ride the Whip thing famous with the started from the banana
did he?
song. The video for that, he basically just walks alongside a moving car for the most of it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never put that two and two
I
together
think that was he was like one of the first
Yeah.
ones to do.
to popularise it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the fucking...
Ghost riding the whips, hacky.
Remember we were talking about hacky rap lines, back to that. What They Want, Schoolboy Q and 2 Chainz.
Oh,
2 Chainz
yeah.
versus some of the worst.
Back when I was Paul with no lice.
Yeah. Now I'm Poe with potential.
He's like, sorry, he goes dodging from the pole lice.
Yeah.
Back when I was Poe with no lice.
Back when I was Poe with potential. Watch my flow in 4 inches.
Is that what he says?
Watch my flow with 4 inches. Oh Lord, she increases. All gold in my wrists.
2 Chainz is one of those rappers who is hacky to death, but I love him.
I love 2 Chainz.
I wouldn't take him any other way.
Is great, and I like the fact that he's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's just like that's what I do like about him.
Yeah, I like that about him as well. I
Yeah.
like, even though like What They Want, Schoolboy Q's 2 verses are absolutely unbelievable.
It's good. The 2 Chainz put up a picture of him lying face down on a bed, just like a kid, with,
Yeah.
almost with his legs in the air. The microphone on the edge of the bed, and the cap, like him, just like reading like lyrics
Rapping.
into the mic. The caption was recording features for the day. Imagine you
Yeah,
just paid that
kicking
lad
his legs, like sitting on the bed. Like,
75 grand and you won't stand up
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking
you
feature.
just need to stand up.
He does.
He doesn't, man.
But you enunciate things better when you stand up.
All his words come from his brain out his mouth. They don't go through the lungs for air or anything. They're just like,
Like, even I was listening to a rapper today who was rapping a song in a wheelchair because he'd been shot.
MF Grimm.
No, it was Benny the Butcher. But you could tell he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could tell he was stifled because he's
Yeah.
sitting down.
But 2
Not
Chainz.
lying on your stomach.
2
dude.
Chainz is just out of his face and counter and just fucking yammering out. Fucking brilliant.
He is.
Yeah. Like, what's the fucking... There's a line...
In that What They Want.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even think of it. Get out the lyrics on up on your phone. there, but
Yeah. Fucking.
It's that fall big was in a regal flow. Treat a true yellow lights. Treat a Versace belt like it's a mistletoe. I put everything on the yellow rice. Graduated from hell of ice. If I stand on my bankroll, stand on your bankroll. Big words, I be scared of heights. And I be dodging the pole lice. When I was pole with no lice. When I was pole with potential. Watch my flow in 4 inches. Oh Lord, she increases. All gold in my wrists.
Oh no, he goes, all gold for my Adventist. Pulled it down and she kissed it.
Yeah.
All gold for my wrists. God will judge no conviction. Just because I got
I
dreads,
just don't get it twisted.
just because I got dreads, don't get it twisted.
Move
It's
that
terrible.
whip down the boulevard.